Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, please be warned not to be scammed by anybody who contacts you pretending to be me, asking if you would like a reading, asking you for donations. This person is not me. I will not be contacting you for any reason. Do not be scammed. There's a lot of scammers going around pretending to be other tarot readers as well, so just be very, very cautious, please. I don't want you guys to get into any trouble. Now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so this is a time, I laugh, Capricorn, because it's like I just heard instantaneously, this is a time of battle. And I know that's not what anybody wants to hear, but that's what we feel like when we're getting ready for work or when we're getting ready to really achieve what we want. It's like, this is my battle. This is what I have to fight for during this time. This is where I need to be. And we're just so focused. The energy here, I do actually see it that it's kind of a good thing that we're taking this so seriously and that we're so focused, because there are elements during this time that are trying to hold us back, that are, and it can't even be just our own self-doubt, right? Coming forward, that's trying to hold us back. But there's also such a severe sense of, I'm becoming more than I expected to be, and I'm embracing more than I thought I could. We need to be mindful of wasting too much energy fighting. All right. So there is a sense of somebody wanting to drain us, somebody wanting to overwhelm us, and they think, okay, I'm just going to break you. I'm going to break you by making this as difficult for you as possible. If this is the case, be mindful, be aware, and don't engage in every battle that you see during this time, but stand your ground, be tough, and be authoritative. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is balance. This is the root chakra. At the root of us during this time, we need to balance our energy. We need to balance what we want. We need to balance what we love. We need to balance what we see as important. Home life, work life is going to need to be balanced during this time. Also, time for ourselves, time that everybody else wants from us needs to be balanced. This is going to be a time where it feels like it's a juggling act. It can also feel like I just can't get, the equations right. I can't get the balance that I want. So just be very aware of this. Be very aware of what you need to balance, what you're taking on, and what you're devoting your time to. Because you can't do everything, Capricorn. And as much as we don't like to hear that, as much as that really does irk us, we can't do everything. So just very much be aware of this. Let's look at our tarot energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, that's very interesting. because we're fighting against two ways forward. So there's a lot of change that's going to be going on during this time, and we have to just acknowledge that. That's going to be something that we might find to be a little bit difficult. There's also strong Pisces energy coming in. All right. Now, what I'm seeing is that there's something that was started. It was started from February 19th to March 20th. There was something that came forward. I'm going to just start right here with the moon. And the time frame that Spirit is giving is the Pisces time frame. So what we're seeing here is there was a change that was started during this time. And Capricorn, we're going to see it kind of coming to a head. We're seeing new roads open up, but we're also seeing ourselves open up in a new way. It's kind of like everything's starting to fall into place, or we're starting to see what's really important. That balance, that focusing on the root chakra, again, guides us to the place that we need to be, to what we need to discover about ourselves, to what we're looking for. So we're going to start to see things coming into focus more and more and more. And as they come into focus, as we start to see these paths opening up, we start to trust ourselves more. It's like our intuition is paying off. And that's going to be something, again, that we find a little bit hard to accept, because I just see journaling. I just see almost this energy of, if I can be super organized, if I can get it all down just right, then everything will be good. But Spirit is saying here, you have to kind of go with the flow. And I know that's a terrible thing to say. Well, it's not really a terrible thing to say, but it's a frustrating thing to say. But everything can't be controlled, and you're going to see opportunities open if you kind of just step back a little bit. It moves us to the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is Aries energy. And what's interesting is Pisces energy, the time frame February 19th to March 20th, then goes straight into Aries energy, which is March 21st to April 19th. So this time period, I do see it as holding a lot of importance to us. We've been looking at things changing, but we've also been kind of looking at the Pisces energy of going with the flow and embracing the more mystical side of things. Now, Aries energy makes us very strongly a warrior, very strongly a champion of what we want, of how we're developing, of what we're moving towards. And there's a sense here of balancing the change with a fact that we kind of feel like we should be able to maneuver things the way that we want them to. We should be able to make a good enough plan. Okay, that's where the journaling comes in. All right. We should be able to make a good enough plan, and then everything falls into place. We're not going to be able to warrior this time as well as we would want to. What we need to do is feel it, accept it, and understand a lot of the changes that are coming forward for us. This is also a time where when we're embracing the authority within our own voice, when we're looking at what we want, we're looking at where we're headed, and we're taking the reins. But we also need to understand that there needs to be a balance with the reins. We're going to throw ourselves completely into our work, or there's going to be an energy around us that is really calling for us to throw ourselves completely into our work without a moment's hesitation, and without, needing to do anything else. That is asking too much. We need to uphold our responsibilities, and we need to look at also what needs to be taken care of. We can't just focus so minutely on one aspect only and let everything else fall apart. So that's going to be something that's very important during this time. There can also be an energy around you, a person, Capricorn, who's focusing so much on this one thing that they can't see anything else, and everything else is suffering because of it. So it can be what you're going through right now, but it can also be that there's somebody that we're living with, or that we are working with, that we're coming into contact every day with, and they're draining because they're focused on only one little thing. So just very much be aware of this. They have tunnel vision during this time. All right? The Three of Swords is coming forward, and the Three of Swords is a focusing on the hurt and the pain and the disappointment that we have been through. Now, that can be why we're coming through so strongly as the warrior, or the warrior spirit is having us look at the things that we can control over the things that are more emotional or, out of our control. This is going to be a time where we need to look at those things that are breaking our hearts. And if we just give all of our energy to, again, what can be controlled, this will just grow and fester. It'll be like an open wound, and it will start to eat us up inside. So just be very aware of this. There's something here. There's some sort of fear. There's some sort of doubt. There's some sort of negativity that needs to be addressed. It comes in threes. There are either 3 events that made you really doubt yourself and your ability to move forward. There are 3 people who tried to hold you back. There are 3 momentous occasions in your life when you have failed. And those failures, those hurts, those pains, they're coming forward very strongly. I see this more in the subconscious. So you get to a certain point and then it's like things crumble down. And it builds your frustration because subconsciously it's like, oh, well, look, it's right. I can't get to where I need to be, or I'm supposed to be ashamed of who I am, or I was never meant to be successful. So just be very mindful of this. This is nasty mind play. All right, we have the Ace of Material, the Ace of Pentacles coming forward. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of prosperity, success, bounty, and abundance. There's a real sense of seeds being planted, of looking at what you desire and looking at what you need, and seeing your worth and seeing where you want to be and opening up your eyes. The gifts come in, and they come in small. Remember, they're like seeds during this time. But they're going to grow into something magnificent, especially with such a good caregiver, especially with such a focused hand and a practical manner when it comes to the planting and the growing of your life and your goals and what you desire. So nurture these gifts during this time, even though we're afraid that we're not even worthy of them. It brings us then to the Five of Inspiration, the Five of Wands. There's some sort of chaos that comes forward. Now, I see this chaos much more of the individual nature. So we're used to fighting things when it comes to work. We're used to chaos. And we think that this is just the natural flow of things. Nothing is supposed to go too easy. And we'll find that even if it is going easy, we ourselves might manufacture or fall into chaos because that's where we think we're supposed to be. That's the energy that we're very used to connecting with. So be very aware of this during this time because it's just going to eat up our time. It's going to eat up our energy, and we're kind of itching for a fight already. So we can get very much, into this instead of looking at the new ways that are opening, instead of embracing the changes that we want, instead of looking at the gifts that we are planting and what we're developing in the long run. We can have the chaotic voices inside of us and thinking, you know what, I just need a good fight. I just need a good fight, and that will take my attention away from where it needs to be right now. So just very much be aware of this because it's just going to be very draining, and it's going to mean that you miss really great opportunities that are coming your way. But they're really subtle opportunities. It's very gentle energy that is around you that builds into success, that cascades forward into your abundance. Okay, so let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of subconsciously. The Two of Pentacles, Capricorn, we're trying to balance way too much. We're trying to take on way too much. And we're forgetting to balance and to honor ourselves as we do so. So just be aware of this. Because, again, it's that candle burning at both ends. It's the sense of, oh, I can do it. Actually, if I take on more, I will be more focused. I will be more successful. And it's like, no, if you take on more and you take on more, you'll wind up burning out. So just be very aware of this. You need to be very balanced within yourself during this time, because it will be very easy to say, oh, well, I can do this, and oh, I can do that, or, I can get that done. And yeah, you can, but at what cost? It moves you to your subconscious chakra energy, and this is angels and masters. This is your angels guarding you. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. These are your angels wrapping their wings around you, saying, I protect you. I'm here with you. I'm helping you move forward. I'm seeing you, even when you can't see yourself. It moves us to our subconscious tarot energy, and that is the Empress. You have the Emperor and the Empress, okay? This means whenever we have the King and the Queen, right, of both decks, of one suit coming forward, right, and this is the King and the Queen of the major arcana, that means soulmate connection, true love connection, prosperity, success, bounty. So because it's coming through in the major arcana, you are astoundingly successful. We need to balance the warrior spirit with the creative energy of creation, the energy of creation. So it's by being able to have such a tight rein on things that we are also able to create with a sense of it will grow well. But we can't hold on too tightly. It's kind of like when it's kind of like holding a butterfly, right? You shouldn't touch a butterfly at all. If they land on you, be very still and let them fly away. Because if you touch them, you ruin them. The powder on their wings breaks up and they're not able to fly anymore. So here, it's like, let the beauty, let the creation be a part of you. Stand still and know that you're able to create something powerful. You're able to guide it, but you can't hold on to it. You can't, because you'll break it. You can hold on to it too tightly, but it'll shatter. Be very aware of this, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn, and may prosperity and blessings always be with you.